onwards and upwards, or like, why is there a couch there? This, like crossing this little, they look at like those mosaics. You can look. Right, so today's been a bit of a rough one so far. I've done a lot of silly things in my time, made a lot of silly decisions, but I've never had anything crash and burn as much as what I just tried to do. So the weather's a bit rough today, but it's been like that pretty much most days, and if you let the rain and the weather dictate what you do, you'll never get anything done. So my plan was to head north and go to one of the national parks. I didn't even care if it was that wet. I've got the umbrella for the camera. I don't mind getting wet myself. It would have been fun content and it would have been interesting to see. So it wasn't really accessible by train, so my only option was either taxi or bus. And I've not been feeling 100%, so I'm like, listen, I'll just order an Uber and I'll just head up. It's like a 40-minute drive. It equated to like 30 British pounds. I'm like, it's fine, I'll do it. We get most of the way there and the rain continues to pick up. The vision becomes so limited. The Uber driver went from vibing to his music to just straight locked in. And eventually we continue like this for like another 20 minutes. And we then just get to a stoppage in the road without any warning to the map itself or anything like that. So he's like, you know, we're trying to translate to each other and he's like, oh, can't go any further, road's blocked. And I'm like, I could walk it, I guess, it could be good content. And he was like, no, do not walk it, too dangerous. And I'm like, all right, I'll take your word for it. I'm not gonna risk that. If a local's telling me it's dangerous, I'm not gonna do it. But at this point, I'm already feeling quite rough in the back seat. So I'm just like, take me to the nearest town or something like that. And he's like, Tianmu is the closest one. So I'm like, cool, just take me there. And now I am feeling rough in the back seat. I am like trying to not throw up. Like the roads are bumpy, the weather conditions suck. He's locked in because he's trying to drive. I'm locked in because I'm trying to not throw up. And then it's just like the realization in my 23 years of being on this planet that there was a high reality that I was about to shit myself in the back of an Uber. And then eventually, I think he just kind of got sad for me. He's like, I'm just gonna drop you off at the National Museum. And I'm like, all right, that works for me. I just wanted to get out of the car. I felt so like sick. So in all honesty, I've ended up somewhere which I could have gotten to by like subway if I'm not wrong. So I ended up spending like 2,000 Taiwanese dollars, which is like 50, it was actually probably closer to 60 British pounds to end up somewhere I could have got from subway. So yeah, it's been a bit of a rough start. My stomach is still a bit iffy. That was a horrible journey, but you know, that taxi driver, he was a lovely guy and I feel so bad for him. But man, those conditions were rough. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be wet, like, but I'm fine. I've got the umbrella, we'll be fine, it'll be cool. It'll be a vibe in a national park, but nope, it turned out to be pretty rough. So I'm now by the National Museum and he was like, it's the best museum in Taiwan, you'll love it. I'm like, okay. I don't know if I want to go in. I don't know how much fun content it would be. I was kind of wanting to do more off the book stuff rather than like classic touristy stuff. But I guess now that we're here, we might as well check it out and we can see what is going on after. It's just around the corner here now. The entrance is actually really cool, so I'll show that. Thank you. A woman was trying to sell me ice cream. Lady, I don't think I need any dairy right now. I don't think it's going to benefit the both of us. But here it is. The National Museum. Okay, this is a cool entry. So as you can see, we come up the steps and we're meted by this big arch. And then what I assume is the museum itself right in front of us. This is actually a really cool site. Who knows, maybe this will actually turn out to be something pretty interesting. I mean, not that I don't think it would be interesting, I just wanted to do a bit different stuff that you don't really see in your standard tour TikToks or things you need to do in Taipei, you know what I mean? That being said, this is a really cool site. They've also got like Christmas baubles over here. So they're like already setting up for Christmas by the looks of it. But hey, let's go check it out. Now I assume this is ticketed. I don't have any. Again, this wasn't really my plan to come here. I think we're a bit on the off season for tourism right now, so shouldn't be too busy, but hopefully should be good. There's some nice artwork here, if that's what we're going to be seeing on the inside. Let's continue up. What a rough day this has been for me. But I can't complain too much. This is probably going to be really cool. And can I just say, how rude for the weather to stop. Like, I kind of don't even need the umbrella at this point. You telling me the weather derailed my plans today just to turn off? Unbelievable. Maybe it was a sign. Maybe nature was trying to force me to come to the museum instead of going to a national park. I was quite excited though. They have buffaloes and cherry blossoms. I don't know if it's cherry blossom season, but would have been cool. I'm gonna head into the ticket office and see if I can get one. Should be fine. It's not too busy. It's quite quiet. But the cafe is bustling. No wonder though. I could do with a coffee. Actually, I don't know what I could do with.
Ticket, thank you.
Thank you very much. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I think I'm good to record. It just says no flash photography, so other than that it should be fine. Yeah, we're definitely in the off season because it's pretty quiet in here. Just took 2 seconds to get a ticket, didn't even have to wait in the queue. Just walked up. Alright, guess we're doing the museum for today. This looks pretty cool. Where's this exhibition? Some drawings. Look at this. Light snow in a fishing village. Those are incredible. Look at that. Now some of the artwork in there, some of them predated all the way back to the year 960 up to like the 1300s. So much history, man. It's crazy how that stuff is, like trying to put that many years into your mind, just how old that stuff is crazy. All that ink on the silk background, incredible. I mean, just look at the scale of this one. An inkstone, or yan in Chinese, is a tool used for grinding ink sticks into ink. Ah. Something I find interesting is how many there are. This is quite a big exhibit. I like this one. I see. So, that is the design, which was on there. I don't know if you can see that. Same with these ones as well. Put in the center there. Oh, these daggers. Oh, these are the ends of axes, look. It's a helmet. Bronze helmet. This might be the coolest thing I've ever seen. Hold up. Look at that. That is insane. You can see that. Look at that. Some crazy design. Incredible. Like the duck. The fish. I'm so quite a fan of this little child. Don't know why. Weirdly enough, that little one I just showed you there of that little child, that's probably my coolest one I've seen in this jade collection. I don't know why that one was so interesting to me, but I just really liked how it was made. You can zoom in again, you can see all the stuff on it. Right, this might be one of my favourite ones as well. Take a look at this. That is in my top 3 now. That dagger, that, and then the little jade child thing. I think that's my 3 favourite items I've seen so far. That one was insane. Well, that was the museum. I don't know how much of that will be enjoyable. I obviously couldn't talk too much because I didn't want to be annoying, obviously, but it was actually very interesting. I'm actually quite glad I done that. I'm just outside the front now. I want to show you the view. Because just look at this. Like this front courtyard in front of the museum. And then just the view of the hills over here. The weather is still kind of the same. It's drizzling down a little bit. I should be fine without the umbrella for now. It's got a bit hotter. Well, actually, I've been in an air-conditioned room for ages, so maybe that's why. Maybe I'm just not used to the heat because I've been so acclimatized in there. But instead of heading back to like Central, I might just cut around this area and see what there is. Again, I've just jinxed it and said that the rain isn't that bad, and then it's starting to pick up in my hand. I just need to stop talking. It's this camera. It's this damn camera. So I'm probably just gonna head back in the direction of the city, but I'm gonna try and go to an end I haven't been to yet. This area is pretty cool. I'm gonna show you, but there's a bit of construction going on, but we're like more in the hills here. So you're just surrounded by hills. So kind of the vibe I was going for, especially with the hill walk from yesterday and trying to go to that national park today. The weather has definitely gotten better, so maybe I just picked an absolute terrible time to attempt to do that, but it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason and all that rubbish, so we'll just venture on and see what else we can find. Probably about 1 million 7-Elevens. Now, something I will say is that I am truly feeling my legs from that hill walk yesterday. Like, I have been, take a look at this a little bit. Anyway, yeah, my legs are killing me. Like, I was walking up some steps in that museum. I was getting PTSD the day before walking up those steps, and just like I could feel it in my calves, man. It was a bit of a rough one, I won't lie. Making sure I'm not getting hit by bikes. There's a lot of scooters on the road. For the most part, they seem to be pretty well driven. I think a lot of the traffic laws accommodate them a bit better than other countries. So they've got their own waiting bays, they've got their own sort of lanes most of the time as well, so definitely a lot safer by the looks of it. By the looks of it, I don't know, maybe it's not. So I think my plan for the time being is just continue straight and just see where it takes us. We're going to be back more to the central city, which for now is probably going to be the better vibe, considering it's raining and the whole fiasco we had earlier when we tried to go more into the mountains a bit. So I'm gonna probably gonna stick to more central belt for now. I think we are hopefully meant to be getting better weather as the week goes on, so maybe I can do some of the stuff I was planning on doing then, but for now it's probably not gonna hold up well for very long, and if it ends up like earlier, then yeah, indoors it is. So the umbrella has inevitably came out, but another thing that's came out has the wind a little bit. I don't know if it's the passing traffic, but yeah, the umbrella almost inverted at one bit, so I wouldn't be surprised if it does. And oh, we have a tunnel upcoming. Please tell me I can walk this way. Please tell me this is walkable, or I go around or something. I'm not in the mood to backtrack all that way, no. Right, so the fears have been met. The tunnel is not pedestrianized. So now, yeah, let's go under a random bridge. Let's do this. This is exactly how I wanted this to go. I'm gonna have to duck under this. What do you mean people park their cars here? Hello? Actually, you know what? Silver lining to everything. Look at this view. That's, you know what? That makes up for the detour. Now, I don't know if I'm standing beside like an abandoned building or something like that, because it's obviously not in the best nick, but I think this is their mailbox, and it's just like wide open, soaking wet. It's quite an interesting mailbox though. It's just built into the side of a wall. But yeah, I hope it's abandoned. I wouldn't want to see anyone living in that house. But yeah, what a view. Right. We're gonna find a way to get to the other side of this tunnel. Insane to me that people are parked here, considering I have to duck under here and we have to crouch. Oh, well, it doesn't look like we're in that empty of an area, because there's a bunch of people ahead. All with umbrellas up. It looks like they're waiting. Maybe there's a restaurant or something ahead. You can probably see them. Turn on the camera. We just follow along the water. So maybe there's a restaurant, maybe this is like a tour group or something like that, but yeah, let's slide past them and see if we can continue forward. I can confirm no one was waiting for anything. It is just a smoker's corner. They were all just smoking, that was it. I thought there was like a restaurant and everyone was queuing up, but my non-smoker mind couldn't comprehend for a minute as to why so many people would be standing in an alleyway corner. I think we have to head this way or this way. Hold up, I need to check the map. Right, it's definitely this way. Let's try not to get hit by a car. And when I just checked the map there, very quickly learned why there's so many young people here. I've just stumbled on, I think, a university campus. But this is the main way to go through. Like the only way I can go through. So, oh yeah, well, let's check it out. I've got, I think, student accommodation and stuff like that. So, yeah. Are you ever like traveling and you're doing stuff and you're like, how did I end up here? That's kind of how I am right now. Like, I think they're all getting on like a bus and you got like the track and field and everything to the right of us. Like, where am I? My ass is not a student. I've already got my degree. I did not want to do another one. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here before oops. Now, I think the reason why everyone's queuing for a bus is because it's roughly 3 p.m, which means school will indeed be closed, or closing. Or maybe not closing, but most people finish their class. But there's like your fields over there, your pitches, your cross country. I realized I missed my exit. Oh, they've got a McDonald's built into their uni? Hold up. What am I doing wrong? Right, I do believe this is the way we're meant to go though. So I guess whether we like it or not, we are going to be investigating the campus. I am getting so many looks. It is like, you very clearly do not study here, and you're like, you're right, I do not. It's like what gives that away? Oh man. Right, I'm not actually trying to enter the campus. One of the stairs were closed, and this is my only way through. Which is kind of annoying that if you want to get through the tunnel, I have to go through a university campus. Oh, that's so cool. I just looked in a window and they're doing like arts and crafts of like the dragons for like the festivals and stuff like that. I can't remember what they're called again. That's so cool. Man, this is a cool campus. Right, onwards and upwards. So we have our university library right here. But I'd actually like to check it out. But they have like one of those electronic gates, so I assume you need like a student ID to get in. But that would have been cool to check out. Yeah guys, don't worry. Just keep throwing stairs at me. I'll lose weight someday. Now, I'm not quite sure what this university specializes in, but I can't imagine they get many international students, at least from Scotland, like myself. So I am probably a bit standing out, but we're leaving campus. God, imagine this being your route home. Aye. I should have just Ubered. Where am I going? Look at this. It's like the hill walk all over again. Oh my god. Listen, I'm not the most in shape guy in the world. I'm also not the most out of shape guy in the world. But these steps, eventually, if you keep throwing them at me, will be the death of me. What is this? Quite high up now. Oh, there's a little plaque. Cemetery Garden of Dr. and Mrs. C.H. Wang. Like, it's all in Chinese. None of it was in English, so unfortunately, not able to understand who they were. However, they probably had a big impact on the uni, so the memorial overlooks it all. My god, sorry, I'm a wee bit out of breath here. What? Look how steep these are. Oh, the camera's not doing it justice. I just look lazy now. Aye. These are slippy as well. You're having a laugh. That's our main route. You're kidding me. So we have a sign here about a history of this uni. Obviously I can't understand any of it. However, Nelson Mandela was involved to some extent. I guess I wasn't really expecting that. This is the route. There's this rope taking you up. I mean, Google Maps has this listed as a path. Oh my god. This is... There's no way this is a legitimate path. I pray it doesn't start raining. What on earth? You are having a laugh. Oh, right. I'm gonna try and keep the camera as much as possible, but this is potentially gonna be a wee bit rough. Hope the integrity of this rope is good. Ugh. Oh my god. It looks like it does even out a bit up here. Oh. Ugh. Whew. What else catch? Okay. Aye. Where am I going? What am I doing? What on earth? And I'm getting sweat all over me. Oh my gosh. Is this content? Is this what you guys wanted to see? I almost fell. Because this is what you guys are getting. Oh, praying that it turns into a normal path the further ahead we go. What am I doing? Oh, this is crazy, even by my standards. This is why we need walkable cities. And Taipei so far has been pretty walkable, but the further north we have came, we've lost a bit of that. Right, rope, don't fail me. Oh, my hands are grim now. Almost fell again. There does seem to be a path ahead that looks a bit more stable. Touch wood. Hold up. Where is it? Here we go. Touch wood. Whew. See why they were all getting on the buses now. Because yeah, if this was my route home from uni, I too would be taking the bus. Whew. Aye, aye, aye. I was not preparing for this. Sorry I'm all moaning and groaning. This is quite a decent workout here. Oh, might have to put my jacket away. We've had a slight wardrobe change. It was getting way too hot with that jacket on. Oh. Hey, hey, hey. I don't know why that's became my new saying, but it helps explain a lot of the feeling a lot of the time. So we're gonna stick to our guns. Oh, how far is this ahead? I think we should almost be done with the ascent quite soon. Oh lord, how did I end up in this situation? I'll never know. Good job I'm wearing gym gear. You know what? I think I'm gonna do a relaxing day tomorrow. How about we show off an authentic back massage and foot rub and everything which doesn't involve me randomly climbing up a hill from a university which I didn't even know was there. Fuck me. Is this route just to trick tourists like myself into being idiots? Because I sure feel like one. Remember when satellite navigation first came out? Oh man, I have to bend under this one. And everyone always said, I'm stuck. Don't trust your sat nav when you're driving. Don't trust your sat nav when you're driving. Follow the signs. I think the same can be applied to walking as well, because I most definitely have been tricked by Google Maps. Oh, I think we've evened out. No way in hell am I climbing under this one. I'll be sliding around this one. Hold up. Action pose. Fuck me. Right, this feels more like a path. Oh no, we're going up again. Whew. Did some like bored students decide to make this during exam season and think, yeah, you know what we'll do? We'll add it to Google Maps. So every other student who is crazy can take the path as well. That's not a very reassuring sign. Right, it's a bit extra muddy. Right, hold up. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. We have made it to an actual path. Huh. So, oh, it's a shame someone's dog's missing. Yo, if you guys live in Taipei, I think that's what this means. Or maybe it's for sale. I don't know. If he's missing though, hope that's given some awareness. Oh, what on earth just happened? I am at a loss. Look at the state of my shoes. Look, I'm dripping of sweat, dripping of rain. What on earth? How have we ended up in this scenario? Everything happens for a reason, like I said. And we have just been thrown in the lion's den of authentic experiences. I'll be surprised if you've seen that in anyone else's vlog. Right, so we were just traveling along this road and one of my fears have been met. Google Maps has told me that this is my direction. Oh no. Just when I thought it was back to a normal path. Oh, what is this? Please don't tell me I'm gonna have to go downhill. It's starting to rain, it's muddy. Oh no. What is this? This is like genuinely insane. Why am I doing this? I'm gonna have to, like, crossing this little water verge. Is this a common route? Like, how does Google Maps work? Can anyone just add a path to Google Maps? There's like old fountains here. They look at like those mosaics. Huh. Interesting. Right. I'm gonna keep the camera out for as long as possible. We are descending, so if I do get to a bit where it's gonna be really muddy, I probably will put the camera down just because I don't want to fall, obviously, and I want both hands available. Stay indoors, film your Rainbow Six Siege videos, talk about your lore. You shouldn't be going down a random hill in Taiwan. You should be out at a Halloween party, getting drunk. Oh no. Oh my god. I guess if I slip it's content, but there's not really much to hold on to. I am kind of going down at like a angle right now. I can see the city to my left through the trees, so we are getting close. I'm not really one to plug a lot of stuff, but considering this is the start of a new channel for me, and we're probably going to be pretty small right now, and I can't imagine this video is going to have a crazy amount of views. If you are enjoying the style and how I'm doing this and what you're seeing, then do consider subscribing, hitting that like button, maybe use that hype feature. That's a new thing that we've got on YouTube, and yeah, support the channel out so I can do more crazy shit like this. Well, at least I'm enjoying the beauty of nature. I'm probably gonna, when I get back to the UK, probably gonna put these shoes in for a clean professionally. They should be good. There's no need to throw out a good pair of shoes when they can be cleaned. Right, I'm gonna have to scale this bit quite safely. Thank God I took that jacket off because I'm sweating my ass off. I do hear some water running ahead, so I'm praying that we don't have to cross a river or anything, because that may be my cut-off point of like, nah, look at this bamboo. Knock on bamboo for good luck. That's a saying I've never heard before, but I've just coined it. So yeah, hopefully we're just going to be running adjacent to the river. Oh no. Whew. Again, touch wood, knock knock, touch bamboo. The rain has remained off and we should be near the end of this little adventure. Can you believe that I'm doing this purely because there was a tunnel? That's why. There was a tunnel. And this is the route I had to take if I didn't want to get an Uber. Ominous red paint, which the video game designers have been very obvious with here, is saying go right. Very fun added bonus of when I'm gripping onto these trees is that every single piece of water that was on them subsequently falls on me as a thank you for using us to support yourself. Well, I guess if there's any PSA from this video is if you're a tourist and you're coming back from the Taipei Museum, the National Taipei Museum, or Taiwan Museum, I can't remember which one it's called, do not follow the walking trail provided by Google Maps. If you are going to walk, try and go a completely different route. Oh, hello. Didn't mean to turn me around. Oh. Oh. I was planning on doing more stuff after leaving the museum, but judging by my condition after doing this, I may jump back to the hotel for a shower first, for the sake of myself and anyone who comes in contact with me. Well, at least we found a spot. Alright, this bit's gonna suck because it's all just wet rock. Right, hold up. Oh, they've got rope here? That's not gonna do nothing. Sorry, they've attached the rope to a loose bit of route. I don't think that's really gonna support 6'3" me as he descends down. Oh, hey! That's alright. I don't know how much you can tell I've slipped because the camera's got a gimbal on it. Am I facing up? Whew. Poetic. I think I hear thunder. That better not be thunder. Right, yep. The rain is most definitely picking up. So I'm gonna... Is this cool? No, I'm an idiot. I was about to say, is this quicksand? It was mud. I don't know why I even thought, what is this? There's just random silos here. Or, I don't know, would that be the term? I don't know, I do not know where I am. It's a nice spot though. That was a little vibey area. Maybe if it was under nicer circumstances, I'd be like, oh, this is a beautiful little waterfall. But it isn't. Am I coming out by someone's house? Oh shit. Hello? Oh, I think it's just a street. We're back to civilization. We made it, kudo bros. Sorry, whoever lives here. I didn't mean to. I guess I'm not trespassing. What bird is that? Right. I don't think people live here. I'm not gonna lie. The more I look at this, I don't think people live here. There's some crazy noises coming from those bushes as well. Right. Onwards and upwards, or straight and onwards and straight. I guess people hang out here? It's like an old abandoned house. Surely no one lives here, right? You've got like the hats and everything, look. So I would go on to learn later on that this was a temple, and you can actually see some images on Google from when the building was still standing. Now, as far as I'm aware, I believe this was damaged due to a storm and just continued to deteriorate from there. And there's some truly nice pictures of it as well, and it's quite a shame that I was unable to see it when it was still standing, as this would have been a really nice thing to come across. But we still get to see the ruins of the history that once stood there and the people who once occupied it. I'm gonna go on my merry way now. I wouldn't mind a 7-Eleven, a nice cold bevy, and a shower. What a way to end a trip to the museum, by the way, this started off as. Like, This started off with me almost throwing up in the back of an Uber where I'm trying to get to a national park where the road is closed, the vision is limited, the Uber driver can't go any further. I stumbled into a museum, a university campus, to then this. Man, whatever. Pride Rock. Whoa. This is why we look where we're going. Oh my god, steps. The enemy is back. Not again. This one doesn't even lead anywhere. That was just a dead end. So, what is this? Did this used to be a main path? I can't imagine many people come through here these days, right? Well, hold up. These steps are listed on Google Maps, but they've not got a name. And further ahead, well, I guess the person with the dog, oh no, I think he is missing. I think the person with the dog at least came this way. Again, hope they find their dog. Yeah, if you're from Taipei and you see that, keep an eye out. There's another path that way. Oh my god, I almost fell. Alright, that's it. We're going back. Aye, aye, aye. So, for how abandoned this looks, these steps are in really good condition. Maybe that's the reason why. You had a little hut there, like a little oven. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit freaked out because when I just slipped there, it made a bit of a oh shit sort of reaction. I swear I just heard a voice. So now I am a little bit on edge and I'm quite keen to get out of here as fast as possible. How are these better than the main steps to the hill walk yesterday? Oh fuck! Holy shit! This tree just saved me. Why did, look. These aren't flat. These aren't flat, these are curved. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Oh. So the steps, hold up. The steps, oh my god. That was terrifying. I thought I was a goner there. So, this is an officially registered nature trail. I was gonna say maybe this is abandoned, but there's cars right there, so we're back to civilization. What's up this way then? Because this seems to be a main trail. Got like the water down there. But none of it, right, that's weird, okay? So none of this bit, like none of this official bit here is registered on Google Maps. However, that really dodgy bit with the rope is registered on Google Maps. So, not really sure what we're playing at here. What is happening? Right, let's head along this bit. I want to see the waterfall. Here's a hidden gem you're not going to see on any tourist website. Can't go any further. Whew. We did it. All right. Huh. Now, honestly, I'm not sure what part was creepier. The fact that there was no one on that trail, or the fact that if someone was on that trail, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. There's a, hold up. What is going on here? Let me just readjust this camera real quick. There's a sofa down there. And then all these signs are like, yeah, this has got to be abandoned, surely. Surely. This just has to be an abandoned walk that maybe they started one day, or maybe just not enough people used it, and it cost too much council government resources to maintain, and they thought, hey, what's the point? At least that's the vibe I get. It's not as well kept as the other places I've seen in the city. Though, I will say, in retrospect, it has been a nice walk. I know I was maybe complaining a lot. I wasn't complaining, but you know what I mean? I don't want you to think that I didn't actually enjoy that in the end. It was more so the lack of preparedness for any of it. Yeah, so I wonder if, don't know, maybe there was some antisocial behavior going on here, or flood overflow passage. I mean, this must have been done. This area is originally a mountain ditch. Due to unavailability of proper guidance facility upon attack of heavy rainfall, it caused a serious damage of debris to destroy this area. In order to prevent reoccurrence of the above disaster, a flood overflow passage is installed to guide the drained water from the upstream flood retaining facility to the safe downstream location for discharge. In order to attain river ditch flood drain adjustment and concurrently perform flood adjustment and depositing and landscape functions. Sorry I struggled to read that, by the way. It was really dirty. It was a really dirty sign. I swear I'm not illiterate. Yeah, so it seems like more of this stuff is meant to be accessible, because you've got the couch bit. Like, why is there a couch there? This just seems like a little abandoned park. But look at this guy. So, is that a chicken car? What do you mean? We have Taiwan's Taipei chicken car hidden from the rest of society. This is what they've been keeping you from. They did not want to show you this national landmark. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, to serve that purpose, to show you the chicken car. In order to ensure safety and make good use of the space after demolition of the damaged buildings, 2 culverts in different height with one in front and the other in the back are designed to form one package. A culvert-shaped flower bed in multiple layers landscape formation is provided. Inside, wood plants. Oh, they're talking about this. Alright, so it's just a bit of biodiversity. Untold story about this little abandoned park. Because it has a bit of history here. You know, we've just read into it. You've got your waterfall flowing down. There was clearly some effort to make this a conservation area, to do something good with it, and it's kind of just been left. And now it's just became the exit, or the entry point, I guess, to unknown travelers like myself. Guess this is how it goes sometimes. But with that, I think we are finally free. There's more info here. Well, it can't be that bad, because we've just met a older gentleman. He didn't speak a word of English, so we communicated through Google Translate, but he's just heading up. I wonder if he's off to that old little area up there to go have a sit, or I don't know, surely he's not going to do the path I just done. I know I'm not the fittest guy in the world, but you know what, he could be Iron Man for all I know. So I think we're just back in the city itself now. Is there a way forward from here? Let's investigate. I could do a bottle of water. A bottle of water. Right, so we've ended up at a more, I don't even know what area of the city I'm at now. I feel like we're a very, that's not even an English sentence. I feel like we're at a western point of the city. It's definitely a lot more quiet, more built up buildings. That looks like it might be quite an official building. It's got a lot of fencing and stuff like that. So I guess I'm gonna head east and head back to the main sort of district of the city, because let's be honest, I am an absolute mess right now. I'm sweating, my back's hurting a wee bit. I've got absolutely, Bill wants to go down, knackered shoes. Hold up. The shoes are absolutely knackered. I don't even know how we got into this mess. So, capybara! Da, 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 da. So yeah, I guess for the time being I'm going to put the camera down because the rain's starting again. So I might put the jacket on and just head back in the general direction, stop at a 7-Eleven, chill out for a bit. So yeah, until I see you next, whether it's in this video or a next one, that was a pretty crazy experience.